This is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mama, and today I have a couple of projects to share with you using crafts and supplies from Beebeecraft. So I shared with you last week my unveiling of the product that I received. So today I'm going to make some projects, a pair of earrings and a bracelet using product from those kits that I got. So the first thing that we're going to need is, of course, our tools. You'll need a tool that's got a round nose to it so you can make your little hooks. And I use also flush cutters. And I cut a couple of these flat nose pliers also. And then you'll need a couple of earring hooks, which is out of that kit. I'll put everything in the kit, the description box below of the kits that these came in, so that way you'll know what sizes they are. So out of these kits, you'll need, for one pair of earrings, you'll need 2 of the red beads that came out of the box, 2 of the red rondelle crystals. They're real little. They're tiny. And, there it is. And you'll need 1 of the clear crystal and 1 of the eye pins, 1 head pin, and you'll need 3 small jump rings out of that kit. Now remember, this is everything that I showed you from last week, so everything came out of those kits. So that's for one set right here. I've already done 1 earring, and it's this one right here. So that's what we're going to get ready and work on right here. So let me put that one aside. The first thing that we're going to do is take one of our the bigger red ones, little beads there, the crystal beads, so this way it won't fall off. So the next thing that we're going to do is take off my glasses. I have to take my glasses off for close-up work. Anyway, we're going to take the stem of this head pin and we're going to bend it over like this. So it's going to be kind of like an L there. And then I'm going to take my flush cutters and I am going to cut it to about 1/4 of an inch left on the head pin. So probably about like that. That's approximate. And if I can do it right, I might get it. There we go. And be careful because these things can go flying. So if you want to wear safety glasses, you go right ahead. And then I'll take it and I'll just bend the stem over to make my hook. If I can get hold of it. Okay, now I have the eye part of my bead put together, the wire. I'm going to adjust it just a little bit here. I don't want to have too much of an opening there, otherwise the loop jump ring would fall through. So now the next thing that I need to do, and I'm going to grab this, is to put in a head pin into this other bead before I do any kind of trying to connect anything. So I'm just going to do basically the same thing. I'm going to take my round nose, bend it one way. I'm going to go ahead and use these to cut. These don't seem to fly like the other flush cutter did. So I'm going to take it and bend it. And I want these to be in sync together, the eyes to go the same direction. Let's straighten it up. Okay, so I've got my hook in that one. And now I'm going to go ahead and connect those two. I'm going to take one of these jump rings, and these are the smaller ones that's in that case. And these are easy to find where the beginning is because they have it started for you to separate. And that's what I like about these. I mean, they're easy to find. So I'm going to take this bead that has the head pin in it and attach it to the one with the two eye hooks. And then I'm just going to twist that ring back together and make sure that you go front and back. So let me make sure I've got that closed good. Yep. So now I have the bottom section done. I'll take this out. And now what I want to do is get a, let's see, yeah, another head pin, eye pin. I should have told you that. So you need two eye pins and one head pin. And the second eye pin is for adding the little crystals. So we're going to go ahead and put a red one on. If I can find the hole. And a clear one on. And then a red one. And you can see there's not a lot of room left there. So there's no trimming on that one. I'm just going to go turn it. And then back again. Oops. And you got to make sure you get a hold of it though. Okay, so now I want to straighten it up again and make it match the same direction as the bottom one. So we're turning it, straightening it up. Okay, so now we've got that section done. And now we want to hook these two sections together, the top and the bottom pieces. So another jump ring. I'm going to attach it to this one, the bottom section. And then I'm going to attach this one. And I'm going to close it up. And there you have this piece now. And they look good. So now we want to attach, let's see, do I have it? Yeah. We want to attach a jump ring onto the earring hook in the bottom. We want to get it attached that way. So I don't want to open up this piece. We could, but I don't really like to do that. So I'm going to take this, attach it, attach to the hook on the earring hook. And there we have a pair of earrings now. Let's see if I can hold these up. Now we have a pair of earrings. Now, let's say we want to make a bracelet to match that. Okay, now I'm going to start up my bracelet, and I've laid out a pattern. I had it on my tray, and I decided to go ahead and put it over here because it was easier just to grab it from here. My pattern is the 4 crystals, a red bead, 4 crystals, a gold bead, and so forth. And I cut out about a 9-inch cord, the crystalline, strong and stretchy cord, or wiring, whatever, I'm not sure which to call it. This is very stretchy, and it is for stretch bracelets. And so what I'm going to do now is attempt to tie a knot at one end. That way my beads won't slide off. And they do have a tool. I'm going to do this off camera so I can see that. But they do have a tool that you can use to crimp the end of your wire or your cording or whatever it is. So that way you can you won't have to worry about tying the knot. It'll keep beads from sliding off. So I'm not sure what it's called. But if I do find it, and remember to look for it, that is, then I'll go ahead and put it in the link below. And of course, when I'm on camera, I'm trying to tie the knot, and I always have trouble when I'm doing something on camera. Have more trouble then, because I'm doing it on camera. You know, if I wasn't doing it on camera, it would be different. But camera, I'm all thumbs then. Okay, now the reason that I did make this cord a little longer is because I want to allow for the tie and everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is start out with my crystals. As soon as I find the hole. Oh, before I forget, you might want to trim the very end of it at an angle. I found that it makes it a little bit easier for it to slide through those little beads a little bit as soon as I find the hole. So I'm going to start out with this red crystal. Then I'm going to do a couple of the clear crystals. And you can use a beading needle, and it would help a whole lot. I just don't have the right kind to do it, the right size. Now I'm going to add a red bead, a large crystal crackle bead, that is. Back to my rondelles, my crystal rondelles. You can do whatever color you want to do. I picked kits that had different colors to choose from, and I thought, you know, I'm in the red mood, so I'm going to go ahead and do red. So that's why I decided to do that. And for some reason, these gold beads, for some reason, I have trouble getting them to go through. This might be where I can get my needle. Put it to use with that one. What these needles do, they have a large eye. Oops. And they're very, very flimsy. But I just can take it, put it through the eye. And I should have no problem pulling things through that large bead, but for some reason, I am. So I'm just going to take it, and now I've got it strung on there. And I would use it on the other ones, but they won't work. So anyway, that's my pattern. I'm going to fast forward it, and you can, watch me as I do it, or you can fast forward it some more. And at the end, I'll show you what I do to get it to connect. have it together, and I want to make sure it's going to fit, because it's going to be tight. And you don't want to tie it too tight, because then you're going to, or too so tight that you're not going to be able to wear it. So you just want to make sure you do it tight enough to where it won't come apart, but you don't want to tie it so tight you can't put it on, because that wouldn't be good. So I'm just gently pulling here, and once I get it on, see, it's going to be a little loose there, so that's the way I like it. And I usually put glue on also on the ends. I don't cut the string until the glue is dry if I use a liquid glue, or if I use a hot glue that's a jewelry glue, then, you know, then it's immediate, but I still let it set a little bit. So anyway, just try and get this in there. I'm all thumbs sometimes. Okay, so we have a pair of earrings and a bracelet set, not yet cut yet, because like I said, I'm going to be putting glue on it, a jewelry glue on it, and it dries. I usually let it dry for like 24 hours. But anyway, here's my earring and jewelry set. I will put it on a display of some kind so you can see what it looks like at the end. So, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And remember, you know, to like and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description box below. And I want to thank you again, Beebeecraft, for allowing me to do this. And I will be sharing another video within the next few days. So have a great day, and thanks again.